Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
I'm Cheetah Mike.
And today is Blind Fight Friday. So what are we doing today for Blind Fight Friday? Today I'm going to say a thank you to, let me get the Chief 764. Thank you. This is one of the first time he suggested any bottles. And I thought it was a good one because he wants to see Evan Williams Bottled in Bond, which is 100 proof. We got it for $17.99 and happens to be what was my best bang for the buck when you could get it for $15.99. Against Virgin Bourbon, which is $17.99 also, but you can't get this in Massachusetts. Steve got this when he's down in Virginia.
I don't even know if you can get it north of Virginia.
I don't know. This is where he got it. And honestly, I remember the first bottle, I whistled right through this. I killed it. So this is our second bottle of that one because he didn't like his. But I haven't had. This used to be my go-to all the time. It was the cheapest bourbon around here in Massachusetts that you could get that had a good bourbon flavor. I haven't had this in forever because I drink it everything else. So it ought to be a good test to see. So normal Blind Friday rules. Mike pours for me. I'm out of the room. He leaves the room. I pour for him. We may or may not be drinking the same bottles. You'll find out because I put it on the screen for you guys. But we'll start right off.
Doesn't help me.
Glass number one. No, it's... I'll be interested to see.
And I could still spin these bottles. It still doesn't help me.
I thought
Did
it was
you
funny.
hear that?
I thought it was funny. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick these two apart, to be honest with you. But I should be able to know which one I like better.
I haven't
The nose is solid on this. It's not
had
great. It's not
either
bad.
one of
it's
these.
just, I can't tell you the last time I had it. When I killed the other bottle, I didn't touch this one.
It's probably 6 months ago, I think I went on vacation and I had some of that.
I don't remember either flavor. See, that gave, whatever one is, that gave me a nice nutty flavor. It had it wasn't super huge on the nose, but I was getting like a slightly caramel nut.
I'm not getting a heck of a lot right this second.
On mine, I'm getting a nice nut.
I want to do the super swirl, but
Every time you do it, it ends up on the floor. No, on this one, again, I don't know. We could be, it could not
yeah.
be.
After the sip, so none of the nose came in for me a little bit.
They're right around it. It's 100 and 101.
Right.
So the proof is going to be tough. This one isn't bad. I can tell you that. You got to factor in the fact that it's $17.99. We're drinking.
Well,
that's a good amount of flavor and taste for a $17.99 bourbon. That's the key to that.
You actually, you know what the kicker is? I have to bring this. I found another handle that we have not done in plastic, and it was bottled by Sazerac and somebody else.
Yeah,
it wasn't a blend. I'm like, it was $23, I think, for a handle, and I'm like, we haven't done one of those in a while. I should have just bought it out of spite.
We haven't done them in a while.
Just to go back in time and see.
I'm going to have to walk across the room here and get my drink. But I forgot mine.
See, the nose without a sip, bottle number 2 is a little heavier to me.
Okay. See, on my initial one, I was getting a nut off of one. I'm not getting it off of 2. So I'm going to try
and my one
a sip.
You knew you were drinking it, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear my neck just crack?
Mm-hmm.
So this one actually is a nuttier. This one has a little more flavor.
This is going to be tough. These are very close.
My number 2, actually, it seems to even drink a little easier and has an extra flavor, an extra nuttier flavor in the end.
Oh, this is going to be a tough one. I don't mind either one of these. Let's put that right for the record.
I guess
either one of these are
for my quick guess, and you always say no for you. Evan Williams always has like that scratch to me. Do you think it's? So I'm thinking my Evan Williams is in my left.
Okay, you always think Evan Williams is a harsher drinker.
It just has. It seems to be always to me a little bit rougher around the edges, and
right.
So for that reason, for a quick guess, I'm thinking it's number 1.
But I'm going to be mad at myself when I screw up the bottles because I really don't have a clue right now.
No, I'm Hey, I'm totally winging this too. So
I don't remember which one though, because two
we
right
wing
now.
it every time. You know, there is
It
no
don't matter.
there
I
is
just
no
wanna-
mad trick. Literally, I am downstairs and he is downstairs, and I still got the pad in my pocket hiding from him. So
No, honestly, it really don't matter which bottle is which. I like to try to guess the bottles just for my own satisfaction.
just to piss him off is all I do it for. Because he does get mad at if it's wrong. If he's wrong.
The only time I didn't agree with it is when I knew I
he was
drank
really-
Stag and you said it wasn't Stag. That's the only time
Was
I
he
didn't agree with
right?
it. But other than that, if that's the case, then good for Benchmark because I applaud the cheaper one.
One's nose is starting to come in though.
That's what-
I had to work harder for one's nose.
I'm going to have to knick-knack here real quick because...
I'm thinking my number 2 seems to have a little more flavor.
It's funny, I was getting a nut off of one, but now all of a sudden I almost got like a youngness on that last sip. Like that like when it breaks and it turns almost grassy. And I don't remember tasting any of that in either one of them, so I could just be wrong.
You
So who knows?
never hinted that before. That was your go-to for once 10.
Right, but I wasn't
once
comparing.
10 I went by.
I wasn't comparing it to anything though.
No,
I mean, it is
We
still
really haven't
super.
done
It is
either
still
one of these in a
super
while.
solid.
against anything. I think the 101 did go against the hundreds one time, way back, like 6-7 months ago.
Virgin?
Yeah, didn't that go against like
I
the
don't-
fighting cock?
It might
And
have. I don't remember.
since then, we've got all kinds of different hundreds.
Mm-hmm. I'm not 100% sure which one is which, but I think I like... I'm going to do it one more time, but I think I'm leaning towards... Number 2 has a little bit more flavors, a little bit more complexity to me. And unfortunately, I think it's Evan Williams on my left because I was getting a nut, but I'm not getting it right. And I think Virgin is on my right. But I'm going to try one more time, which I'm going against my principles, thinking that I'm picking the wrong one.
You're not really going wrong because they're both $17.99. So
No, but and again, this isn't my favorite for any other reason that it used to be $15.99, and it was the only thing in Massachusetts. It was your first step to the cheapest bottle with the most flavor. That's why I liked it. So
they're both. They're both
solid. They're both-
no, and they're not far off. I'm
No, there's a similar flavor profile because you're not getting a huge complexity. Although I get a slight nut off of one, but I get more of a slight darker caramel off of 2, and that's what I'm like. That's what I'm going towards. Even though I usually like a little nut on it, it's like a nut with like the everyday normal bourbon flavors. Nothing complex, nothing. You know what I mean? Like maybe a little vanilla. You're not getting a caramel. You're getting like a vanilla.
I didn't really get a vanilla out of either one of them.
But I'm not getting like a heavy brown sugar either. You know what I mean?
No,
It's kind of
it's
just
kind
like
of
a
a
slight
2-note,
muddle.
1.5 note
That's what I'm
challenge.
saying. Where
And
I got to tell you, what was it? Cheap 764. This is a great matchup because these are nick and knack. These any given day.
I keep flipping.
I
I still think I get a little extra out of 2, a little harshness out of 1. So,
I like whatever
but I
flavor.
might even get a light fruit out of 1.
I think I like the flavor. My 1 is lighter. My 2 is a little thicker and a little bit richer, and I like that. I like that. I get a little more of a caramel flavor. So I don't know if we're drinking the same thing or not, but I'm giving mine to 2 today. They're very close, though. This was a tough battle.
Nose 1 now is coming around.
When you keep going back, my 1 is definitely sweeter. I can say that. It is definitely a sweeter drink.
That's how my
On
2
that
is.
last sip, and my 2 is a little bit darker and richer, and I'm going with 2, whatever it is. I think it's opposite for me. which is against what I should say since this was always my baby. But I really like whatever 2 is what I like. But I think Virgin might have beaten it because I think I'm getting a nut, and I thought I used to get that out of Evan Williams.
I think as well. I like my 2 better, but I think the bottles. What did I say? No, I forgot what I said. That's why I write them down.
You kind of flip flopped, so I'm not really sure what you said.
Damn it! Now I forget. I think the bottles are the way they are as well.
I think you said Evan Williams on your left.
I think
that's what you said.
I believe that's what
you're going against Evan Williams also. You think that glass 2 is your better of the 2.
Yeah, I think it's just a little bit.
I'm not sure about the bottles,
note.
but I definitely like it has a little bit more flavor in my glass 2, whatever that might be.
So with that, I poured you. Virgin was on your left, and Evan Williams was on your right.
No, so I did pick Evan Williams as my go-to. You know what? It was just had a little bit more flavor. It had a little bit more flavor.
What I do, flip-flop them?
So I flip-flopped the bottles, but I did pick Evan Williams. Let me do that. So Evan Williams came in first. Virgin came in second for me. So for you, I put Evan Williams on your left, and I put Virgin on your right. So you got the bottles correct, but you picked Virgin as the winner. So tonight, it's a draw, and rightfully so. These are 2 solid pours.
That's that for me. It never happens to you, but I always get like a
harshness. You've said that all along.
And I know someone's going to tell me, I think it's Danny, or somebody's going to say, "Yeah, there's no, what are you, a wimp? There's no harshness in it." It's the way it affects me. It's the way it hits me when I do it. So
I say that about Ezra all the time too. When I drink an Ezra, it throws elbows. It's not that I don't like them. Sometimes I like that, but I honestly,
and the curve towards an Ezra.
You do. So I actually thought they were flip flop. Neither one of these are both. If you've not tried this is not anywhere in Massachusetts. And again, I'm not sure if it goes north of Virginia.
And some of you guys, there's quite a few of you guys that are watching that do your own blinds, and if you do have access to both of these,
it's great. And they're both $17 bottles.
Yeah, it'd be great to hear what you guys come up with.
Yeah, but definitely leave a comment down below when you do them, just to see on it. I can see though these are 2. Any given day, I can pick the other one, but
they are very close.
They are very close in profile, but. The one ended up, and I was getting a nut, which I thought it was Evan Williams because I was getting a little bit of a nut on it. But
some reason I had to work harder for the nose in one.
The flavor profile on 2 was just thicker and more complex. That's it. Not that either one of them are super complex, again. Thank you, Chief 764, for the suggestion. This was a good one. This was a tough one because they were 2 same proof, same price, same everything.
We sit up here standing there like, what are we going to do? What's our competition?
No.
When we much rather hear from you.
No. So that being said, we do have a handful over there. Unfortunately, Mike drank all the bottles of the second one, so we do end up having to get it. So if you do have another suggestion you'd like to see, especially if there's a bottle behind us, a couple bottles that you want to see go head-to-head, leave a comment down below because I do write them down, and I will eventually grab bottles if you happen to see Mystery Mash Mondays. We have a lot of bottles over there, so I haven't been trying to. Although I bought 4 bottles today, so but they were new ones. But so there you go. There's Blind Fight Friday. Leave a suggestion down below, either that or for a Sunday, because I do like doing you guys' suggestions. Because sometimes, like this one, you come up with good ones. Because this was a tough one. So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe. And thanks for all the new subscribers. Spit that out well.
They'll figure it out.